Cash for Crimes Criminal Scheme. Part 15. Cover-up of Crimes and Bribery, by current Chief Judge Michael Brennan. As my judicial misconduct complaint against Federal Judge Lindsay Jenkins was covered up by the former Chief Judge Diane Sykes of the 7th Circuit, I appealed the dismissal by filing a petition for review to the Judicial Council of the 7th Circuit. As the three circuit judges, Scudder, Kirsch and Pryor, who already participated in this criminal scheme, and as they are members of the Judicial Council covered up my petition for review, without any action, in order to cover up the entire criminal scheme. Here is the list of federal district and circuit judges, who are the members of the Judicial Council of the 7th Circuit, who covered up the serious cash for crimes criminal scheme by federal judges along with others, as I reported to them as part of my petition for review. On October 1st, Federal Circuit Judge Michael Brennan took over as the Chief Judge for the 7th Circuit Court from Chief Judge Diane Sykes, and he is the chair of the Judicial Council, and he's also a member of the U.S. Judicial Conference. According to the Rule 26 of the Judicial Conduct Proceedings, under exceptional circumstances, a petition for review needs to be transferred to another Judicial Council by requesting the Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court John Roberts, who is the presiding officer of the U.S. Judicial Conference. According to Rule 13b, any criminal conduct of a judge needs to be referred to the appropriate prosecutorial authorities. Since there is a serious conflict of interest, due to the cash for crimes criminal scheme for three circuit judges Scudder, Kirsch and Pryor, who are the members of the Judicial Council, and hence the Judicial Council covered up my petition for review, on October 6, I filed a follow-up request with the Judicial Council of the 7th Circuit, and requested them to transfer my petition for review to another Judicial Council, as per Rule 26, as there was no action on my petition so far. As the chair of the Judicial Council of the 7th Circuit, Chief Judge Brennan covered up my request for transfer, without taking any action, in order to cover up the criminal scheme. Chief Judge Brennan became the 8th federal judge to have participated in the cover-up of the cash for crimes criminal scheme directly, as there could be more judges indirectly. Cash for Crimes Criminal Scheme Part 16. Reporting the cover-up to the Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court and the Director of the Administrative Office of the U.S. Courts. As the Chief Judges Diane Sykes and Michael Brennan, and the Judicial Council of the 7th Circuit, covered up the criminal misconduct complaint against Federal Judge Jenkins and my petition for review of the dismissal, on November 14, I reported the cover-up, via 2 emails to the next level of authority, Director of Administrative Office of the U.S. Courts, Robert Conrad, and the Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court John Roberts, who is the presiding officer of the U.S. Judicial Conference, responsible for administration and oversight of conduct of federal judges and judiciary staff. I sent the 2 email requests to the email address of the Administrative Office. Director Conrad is a former federal judge and chief judge for the Western District of North Carolina and a former U.S. attorney. Director Conrad was appointed by Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court John Roberts, and hence, he reports to the Chief Justice as part of administration of the U.S. courts by the U.S. Judicial Conference. In my first email request, I explained along with evidence, the cash for crimes criminal scheme by federal judges along with others, judicial criminal misconduct by Federal Judge Jenkins, cover-up of the judicial misconduct complaint by Chief Judge Sykes and the cover-up by Judicial Council of the 7th Circuit. In my second email request, I provided the video presentation of the criminal scheme by federal judges along with others. In the requests, I requested the Director Conrad and Chief Justice John Roberts to transfer my petition for review to another Judicial Council and to order for investigation criminal scheme. Cover-up by Director Conrad. By following the same pattern as the other federal judges and the federal prosecutors in this cash for crimes criminal scheme, Director Conrad had his office send me a response by email on November 25, without addressing my request for transfer of the petition and for investigation of the criminal scheme. The response email did not even have the name of the person who responded, in order to cover up the serious crimes and bribery in millions of dollars by federal judges and others, as I reported to them. Serious lack of accountability. Their website claims accountability is a core value of the judiciary, however shockingly Director Conrad runs the U.S. courts by completely disregarding the accountability.